All right, we're 3 for 3 on dying without ADSing. That's crazy, man. Good job. Oh, and he's going off the flash. He's pushing off the utility. Oh my god, he watches. Why did he leave? He left. You should only mimic Uzi's playstyle if you aim and move like Uzi. And the chances are you probably don't, because I don't. Hello and welcome back to Spectating Nightmares, where I watch really bad. You do really bad every time. It's another week in Rainbow Six Siege land where most people don't like the game anymore and everyone is sad. But I'm still here hanging on by a thread, and hopefully that satisfies most of you out there. I'm looking at you, Dave. All right, we're taking a look at the Copper one today, guys. He's in Europe. His name's Leo Seal, and he's playing Emerald Plains. I picked this one because I thought Emerald Plains would be an exciting, barn-banging match, and I hope I'm right, okay? Came back in Year 10 Season 2. Rough time to come back. I apologize. Eventually dropped back down to Copper 2 after I stopped trying near the end of the season, okay? Currently, I'm stuck in Copper 1 because I'm bad and I always solo queue. This is going to be fun. I can't wait to see what we got in store. Let's get into it. Now, I do plan on making, like, a full video on the current state of Rainbow Six Siege. If you guys are interested, stay tuned for that. Giving some of my thoughts and what I've been working on, because at this point, I'm only making videos a couple days a week because I'm working towards other projects to try and get away from this game, because Siege has had a freaking chokehold on me for the past 3 or 4 years of my life, and I'm kind of tired of relying on the game to do well for my own personal success to be doing well. So I don't know. Take that as you will, but I've been working on other stuff that I'm excited to announce to you guys soon, but it's not ready quite yet, so we'll get there. All right, Leo's walked around and shot drones. Honestly, I don't hate that in Copper. Shoot the drones, get rid of them, and do your thing. I mean, your site setup really doesn't matter in this rank, I'm not gonna lie. If anything, you just need to, like, learn how to just shoot people in Copper, which means really just holding angles and aiming head level instead of just looking at the ground. If you do that, you'll get out of Copper. I mean, that's really that easy. This is the shittiest garbage rank in the game, and everyone has no idea what's going on. You can walk through the map with your sights up, and you will get to at least freaking top of bronze, okay? Like, the dash charge just went off over here. Where was it? Over here? And you just don't even react. Like, nothing. No, not even phase. Going for the hipfire one tap through the wall. What about if they walk up the staircase? We're not worried about that? I guess we have the barbed wire there. That's actually okay. That's not too bad. This is good. See, just do this, but just keep aiming instead of sprinting, and you're going to kill them all. See, because if you were aiming there, you probably win that, because I bet you this guy was aiming. Look at, he's aiming, you're not, you die. It's really that simple. We're in Copper, folks. All right. If you're in Copper, I think I've lost all respect for you. Watching these Spectating Nightmares, I'm like, guys, you can do better. I know you can do better. You are overcomplicating everything so hard. If you have not gained the skills to shoot back and ADS, you don't deserve a match replay. Because I watched this and I go, okay, you're running around the map as Vigil. Great. Are you going to aim this time? Because if you aim, you'll shoot them and you might win. What is happening with this fucking match replay, dude? What is happening? This close to rage quitting this VOD review right now. All right, let's see. Okay, it's playing. I'll stop skipping ahead, I guess. Apparently that breaks the game. All right, so we're prepping windows. We're getting a little active. I did see a comment the other day. It was like, hey, Pox, I have this playstyle. It kind of mimics Uzi. Like, what's your opinion on that? And do you think that's like a good playstyle to have? And I replied and I said, you should only mimic Uzi's playstyle if you aim and move like Uzi. And the chances are you probably don't, because I don't. And 99% of you guys are worse than me, okay? Not that, and that's not me being like, I'm better than you all. It's just that I've literally played this game for 10 years and I've played at a high level and I know what I'm doing for the most part. I don't aim like Uzi. I don't shoot like Uzi. I don't use Uzi's playstyle because that shit doesn't work for me, because I will get slammed. And the truth is, unless you have literal god mechanics like Uzi, you don't need to play like Uzi. You probably shouldn't, because you're probably hurting yourself by playing like that, because that requires a lot of skill, of like mechanical skill specifically. You know what doesn't require skill? Using your brain, impacting a window when he fuses it, like this guy. Brilliant. That's what you want to do. You kill him because he's fusing a barricade. Great. Now, will you aim at the window? See, this is the problem. Now you're just running in the middle of the open. Okay, this is good. Look, he's aiming. But where are you aiming? There we go. He fixed it. Tap him. Oh, he switched it up. I mean, this is definitely high risk. Like, you're sticking your face in barricades, but I like this better than what you did last round. So playing aggressive, contesting their entry. The thing is, they have to vault in through these windows. So you don't have to stick your face in it. At this point, you could just prone under this window and hold this door, right? Because then if they walk through here, they're not going to check that corner because we're in Copper and they don't drone and they don't know what they're doing. And if they vault in, you shoot them. And then you're still holding this control. And they technically could walk through here, but you're pinned by the desk and you can react to the sound. So that's something you could do instead of sticking your face in the window. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to really complain too much about. Like, that's stupid. Why are you doing that, man? Like, this is where we get overly aggressive. You hear the guy, so you vault over. You can't ADS while you're vaulting. And look it. He's ADS. You're not. You die. You see the trend that is forming? I predicted this at the first round just by the way you're running through the map. And now you've died twice because of it. You're not ADS, they're ADS, you die. So if you start ADSing, you'll kill them. Other way around. There we go. You see that? You see how that works? So just aim. Just aim. Again, we just aim. We're in copper. Our utility doesn't matter. The site setup doesn't matter. Everyone's a moron. Nobody knows how to do anything. Just aim. If you aim, you will get out of copper. And by aim, I mean aim down your sights. You don't need great aim. Your aim is good enough to get to silver. Easily. Easily. Look, he just sniped that drone. Most coppers can't do that. It's true. Okay? The problem is you're not doing this most of the time. Look, you're aimed. Okay, it is a shield. That's scary. That's scary. That's scary. Run. Okay. That's scary. Definitely never go for the C4 in that situation. The C4 won't insta-kill this guy. You want bullets. You want to reload. If he just walked at you here and played this aggressively, like if this guy was as aggressive as you are, you just died because he just ADS'd you because you have to reload and you're throwing a C4 and the C4 is not going to kill him. So just reload next time. I mean, that's like a minor criticism, but it's good to know, right? That's great. We're in copper. You can do that. You can get away with that because we're in copper, so you might as well. Yeah, this is, I mean, see, you're so close to doing this perfectly, but then you peek into his ankle. See, you're so close because all you have to do is have 30 seconds more patience. You just sit here and look at here. And now what happens is they vault in and you're shooting them in the side of the head instead of peeking into their ankle. Look how aggressive this angle is that this guy has, right? You're just peeking into it. Like you're a freebie, right? You're a freebie. Absolute freebie, unless you're like nasty and unless you're Uzi, which you're not, so don't peek it. But if you just wait, they have to either vault in this window or this window. That's a 50% chance for one guy, and there's 4 of them. So there's like a 50% chance times 4. Do the math. Do the math. I don't know what it is. I'm dumb, okay? But then there's that, and then they hop in, and then you definitely get a kill from the guy hopping in. All you have to do is sit and hold the angle. We don't need to be so aggressive. We don't need to peek outside. See, most people don't know how to play. They don't know how to attack. They don't know how to get in the building. What do? They sit outside. How do they get kills? How do they win? You fucking peek them and you die, and then they win. That's it. So if you just don't do that and you force them to walk in the building, and by force them to walk in the building, I mean, if they jump in window, you shoot them inside of head. If they don't, they run out of time. That's how it works. I don't know. Can I explain that any better? Probably. But, you know, I'm over it. I'm over it. I hate this game. Whoa! Careful. Almost gotcha. Again, everything you're doing right now is pointless. All you're doing by sprinting through the entire map is wishing that what happened to you the past 2 rounds happens this round. That doesn't make sense to me. So instead, all you have to do is not run through the whole map for no reason and hold this window. And guess who jumped in? Guess who jumped in that you didn't kill because you left? Jackal. That's right. If they're all on the balcony, where are you going? Like, I just make it make sense to me and I will be like, okay, then if it makes sense, and I'll agree with you. But if it doesn't make any fucking sense, I'm going to be like, that doesn't make any sense. Understand? Running through the entire map when you know there's at least 2 more on this balcony. Just hold them on the balcony. Just hold them. Now you're running in the middle of the open. All right, we're 3 for 3 on dying without ADSing. There we go. Hey, that's crazy, man. Good job. That's crazy. All right, let's see what he's got in round 4 for us. I have a feeling this guy he'll either survive the round or he'll die without ADSing. What are the odds? Take your predictions now in the comments. Pause the video here and also put how many inches you got packing down there while you're at it. Hollow sight, interesting choice, but you know, I'm not against it. Run whatever you like. Run whatever you're comfortable with, unless it makes no sense and you use it poorly. I'm okay with people running whatever they like as long as they do the right things with it. Like, this is not a super long angle. Like, if you're running the hollow and holding super long angles all the time, it doesn't make sense. If you're playing aggressive, running the hollow makes a lot of sense. Okay, good. We're ADSing. Good. I mean, you could just drone as well. You know, you don't have to stick your face and everything to clear it. But now you know he's here, so what do? This is my question. You have smokes and flashes. You know he's here. You're trying to take the site up, I think. I don't know what you're trying to do, but that's what it looks like to me. You're trying to take this hallway. So what do? Well, you have 2 options. You can either drone this corner to make sure 100% it's clear and know this guy's on this side. Or you just bank a flash, smoke it off, wait a second. Maybe you throw not a flash. You bank a smoke this. Right? Smoked off. He can't see. He might shoot a couple times. You wait like half a second because the smoke lasts like 6-7 seconds. Then you can throw a flash through, hop in the window. Now you're in the map, and now peeking this guy, you got all the control, baby. But peeking him right here, like, look at the angle he's holding. Look, if you stick your face in this, you're probably dead. He's already got control of the angle. So if you just shove your face in it, all he has to do is pull the trigger. You have to aim at him and then pull the trigger. That takes longer, and you'll probably lose the gunfight. So instead, use a single piece of utility, and then you go clap his cheeks. And then Ella is having a terrible day. All right, he's pulling the utility. He's doing it. And he's going off the flash. He's pushing off the utility. Oh my God, he watches. Why did he leave? He left. this close to perfection, and then this close to perfection, all in a matter of 1 second. You can tack that on to the short if you want. Okay, wait, we gotta watch this again. You got past the choke point, okay? Here's the thing. This window is the choke point. This is what chokes you from getting out. So when you hop in and finally get into the choke point, you don't turn around and then go back through the choke point. You doubled up through the choke point, now your booty hole getting blasted by this boy. Oh my god, I might be a rapper. Holy shit. Alright, so you're dead. But hey, at least you distracted Ellen and you guys won the round, right? Hey, at least we did that. That was so perfect. You just smoke it next time, or just push all the way through off the flash and get into cover. Or just aim. That's the other thing. If you drone that corner out, let me show you this. If you drone this corner out before you did that, you would know it's clear and castle and you can't get pushed from here. And because of that, when you hit that Elamine, you'd know you can just tuck and cover and hold this hallway because you can't get peeked from anywhere else. That's why droning is so strong and so effective. All right, so we're going to the same window. I'm surprised that you only attacked this one window, but you don't understand that that's what the other team did. You know, like you don't understand how to counter your own strategy, but you also don't know how your own strategy works. Like if you're going to attack this window every time, do this every time. Okay, this is how you attack this window. You drone it out, you see what's going on, and then you do what you did last round, except you don't jump back out, and that's it. Because you drone it, you see the capcan, you see the castle, you know the entire setup. You can shoot the thorn trap, then you can push this way because this is castled. They can't flank you. Now you can get this control, air jab this off, push the bomb site, push in here. Oh shit, it's castle. Oh my god, these strats are so fucking impeccable. Castles in copper are just crazy. Oh my god, they castled everything. Oh my god, this is fucking crazy. Oh my god, this strategy is so fucking god tier. Anyway, you could literally sit here on a drone at the site, shoot them through the walls. I mean, or you could just stuff your face in this and kill half the team. It doesn't matter. The moral of the story is you're in the building, you're making shit happen. But you can't do that if you don't drone, which is step one. But you would know this entire thing is clear, that this is castled, and that you don't have to do any of this if you simply use your drone first. So use your drone. Use your drone. He didn't see the capcan. He didn't see the capcan. He looked right at it. He didn't see it. Oh my god, he looked at it again. Oh, he saw it. Let's go. Again, we're stuffing our face into the angle that we almost died to last round. It doesn't make sense. We still haven't droned. Here we go. Why didn't we do this a minute ago? See, you just burned a minute of your time sitting out here doing absolutely nothing because nothing is happening over here. If you just did this first, you would know that there's nothing going on this entire time, and you would have an extra minute of time to do anything. Literally anything. Now you know it's castle. You could air jab your flank and punch down the castle. This was also my first thought, but you're not checking for cap cans, which I remember you just shot a cap can. There could be more. You're not checking a single corner. You're sprinting. Oh my god, dude. We're in copper. We're in copper. It's fine. This is fine. We're in copper. They're probably all on the side anyway. This is great. Now we just hold these punch holes. If you just hold an angle now, because look, everyone sits in sight on copper, right? Everyone just sits in sight, or they don't defend the bomb site at all. If you just sit on these holes, like you're just gonna collect freebies as they walk past, like, because there's no room for them to breathe. And what do we know about coppers? They just move nonstop for no reason. Now your whole team's dead. So again, if we did this a minute sooner, you would have got here before your team's dead. You probably would have killed the people before your teammates died, and then you would have probably won the round. But it's okay. He admits he's bad. He's trying his best. Aren't we all? Yeah, we just need picks. So at this point, yeah, just try to get some picks. I love this game. This game's awesome. Yep, no, that's cool. I love this game. My favorite. All right, that's a whiff, but we got the kill. W. Get ready for another one. All right, nice. This is where I'd probably use a drone here. Oh my god, another guy sitting underneath the holes, not even realizing what's going on. Oh my gosh, getting another one. Oh my god, exactly. Map control, 4 kills, because they're all sitting in the site and they don't know what's going on. Beautiful. Well done. Just do it sooner. That's it. You get there, you get into that position, see how effective that position is? All these guys are walking through the site, they're trapped into sight from the castles, they don't know what's going on, and you murder them all. That's great. That's how you play in copper. Good shit. And guess what? Guess what he did there, guys? He ADS'd the entire time, and he killed them all. Isn't it amazing how he just sits and aims, and they don't, and he kills them all? Oh my god, copper. It's truly impossible to win. Impossible to understand the minds of copper. They're just so smart and brilliant. This is why emerald players can't win against coppers, right? They're like, I'm so good against diamonds and champs, but then I play the shitty silvers and they just beat me every time. All right, we're going direct. Again, we're doing the same thing again, but we didn't drone at all this time. So we assumed because they had nobody over here last time that they also still don't have anyone over here this time. That's a bad assumption to make. So yeah, just do what you did last time a minute sooner, but also still drone. Like, what are we aiming at? We're not aiming at it. See, you're aiming, but you're not aiming at anything. Let's watch this back. So we don't check any of this. We're just assuming this is all clear. But for some reason, we're not assuming the next room's clear, which does confuse me. Just keep in mind where your crosshair is this entire time. Let's go back again. I'm going to slow this down. Look where your crosshair is. You're not shooting anybody if you peek this like this. You have to look at the gap. Because if you peek this like this and he is sitting here, he just shot you because he's already holding the gap. He's not aiming at the door because that doesn't make any sense. Oh, that is good. That's better. That's better. That's better. Now check this. Good. Good. This is better. This is better. But now we're at the door again. Now we're walking in without checking the corner for some reason. So I just don't know what's happening in your brain when you do this. Because here's the thing. You get to this point, and then you're like, okay, I checked one corner kind of. They can't be anywhere else. Like, they can't be sitting here. 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 Like, so you're like, okay, we're clear. We're clear. Clear. And then you just open the door. And then you just assume nobody's here either. Like, what? I would say that, like, to get out of copper, you just need to start thinking a little bit. But you don't even need to. You just need to ADS. But if you think a little bit and ADS, you'll get to, like, silver or bronze. You know what I mean? Like, that's a big step. That's a big step. Oh, he finally died without ADSing. Damn, you got shit on. Damn. Damn, we're going to overtime. Damn, I did not expect that. Oh, my God. I mean, sometimes you do just get shit on in copper. That's proof that you're not Uzi and you shouldn't play like Uzi. There you go. Because that guy just dunked on you, okay? You got to be better than that if you want the Uzi playstyle, which you are playing like Uzi, to be fair. You're running in with no info. You're running around the map with no info. Except Uzi is better at the game than you. Way better. And he has info. His info is his ears because he hears every breath. He hears every fart, dude. And then he sniffs it. And then he gets powered up and then he claps some cheeks because he's fucking nasty, okay? It's Uzi. But you're not him, so stop trying to be. Start learning the game properly. There we go. Look at that, guys. He held an angle and he pulled the trigger. That's all it takes on defense. That's how you do it on defense. You sit, you hold an angle, you pull the trigger. That's it. That's literally it up until diamond. You can run that strat to diamond. Sit, hold angle, pull trigger. There we go. There's another one. Let's see it if he does it again. Oh my God, look at this, guys. Look at this. Wait, look what he's doing. Sit, hold angle, pull trigger. Oh my God, it's that easy. Yeah, the Boschi's probably broken in this rank. Yeah, there we go. See, it requires no strategy. It requires no site setup. It requires nothing. All you have to do is sit and shoot people in copper, okay? You guys think way too hard about this rank. Okay, see, the problem is, yeah, you're standing in front of this window again. I don't like that you keep standing in front of the window and just pretending they can't go there. Like, that's so dumb. And if that guy's not trash, he kills you, but he is, so. I mean, in an ideal world, you don't want to play here in a 1v2, right? You go back to the bomb site, because any good player... But you weren't copper is what I mean. Any good player just plants the bomb, right? They take the site and they plant the bomb. And you want to stop them from doing that. So you want to play on site. Playing here doesn't give you the advantage of being able to stop the plant. If they go to the site and plant, you can't stop it. And then you have to retake, and it's really hard. So you want to force them into you by going to the bomb site, because that's where they inevitably have to end up. They don't have to come through here. Okay, we're going back site. Good. Perfect. I mean, I wouldn't go the way where I was super... I would go around the other way. Why? Because you knew this guy was on these windows. So going around through this way is sketchy if this guy is still on the windows. And you don't look at him either. So, I mean, maybe you knew he was there somehow. Maybe you heard him. This is crazy. This guy has not... He looked at you! He's like, yeah, no, he's chill. This guy watching the bomb site saw you bust down a door like Oryx and just said, yeah, no, we're chill. Don't worry about me, man. I'm just chilling. He's like, you good, bro? And you said... No, I'm gonna shoot you in the face. And then you did. So, I mean, hey. Sometimes that is just how the other team... Like, we don't need to peek this. He did ace, but it's the boss G and copper. Like, anyone can do that, okay? Anyone can do that. But you did a lot better there. You held angles, and when you peek stuff, you were aiming. So if you do that, you'll probably ace every round with the boss G. So do that more. Good job. I didn't mean to like be like, oh, you suck after he got an ace. That was kind of rude of me. But look, we got the boss G. We got the boss G. What are the odds he gets kills by holding angles and shooting people? ADSing? He's ADSing, guys. I don't know where you're going. Where are you going? Where's he going? What's the game plan? Oh, he's got to get to his window. Okay, you need to figure out other ways to get in the building, dude. You can't go to the same window every time. Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. You can do that. We're in copper, baby. You can do that in bronze. You can do that in silver. You can do that in gold. Yeah, you can. Honestly, you could probably do that every time. I don't know why you haven't called a phone yet, though. Like, your whole ability is just telling you where they are. Okay, you hear them. You're getting active. You're going to boss him. Beautiful. And that's it. That's how you win the game in copper. You just kill everyone with the boss. I hope you learned something. See ya.